There is a very strong connection between emotions and the development of cancer, and there's no doubt about this.
There has been really scientific research that shows when people have a traumatic experience, it literally, you can see dark marks in the brain.
There is a very strong connection between emotions and the development of cancer, and there's no doubt about this. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but I believe that people who were abused as children were something like 43% more likely to develop cancer as an adult. And this was a study, it was in a very mainstream journal. I believe it was in The Oncologist is what it was in. But you know, the point is that emotions are very much connected to the development of cancer. And really, when you look at what actually happens in the body when there is emotional trauma, when you're stressed, the answers are so obvious. And these are not debatable things, which is that if you are stressed, you will have a weaker immune system. We know that. This is not hypothetical. Stress makes your immune system weaker, and there are a number of very clear metabolic reasons why that is. If you have a weaker immune system, then it makes sense that your immune system would be less likely to develop, to detect rather, a developing cancer.
When we talk about energetic healing, you know, what is it that what happens there? It's okay. What is an energetic blockage really? And for me, it's an informational issue. Really, it's an information that starts attracting energy, and its purpose is to grow stronger and stronger, and its only goal is to destroy. And there are two ways it destroys. One is through sickness and one is through accidents. There has been really scientific research that shows when people have a traumatic experience, it literally, you can see dark marks in the brain that then is related to certain organ system where then usually symptoms develop later on. And so that shock, that short-circuiting that happens, if this stays long enough, it really, you know, messes with our bodies and hearts and spirit. So sometimes when you have this stronghold, it's good to go to somebody that'll help kind of facilitate moving it out.
A lot of our cancer treatments today are very symptom-oriented, although we don't always recognize that. For example, someone comes in with a cancerous tumor. What do? We treat the tumor. Radiation, chemotherapy, removal surgically, all sorts of different ways. But we forget that the tumor is only a symptom. The tumor is an indicator that the body has been out of balance for at least 15, 20 or more years for the tumor to form. Why is it that when the tumor has been removed and there are no other indicators of cancer in the body, medicine says, you're not well unless you've been cancer-free for 5 years? Because there's a really good chance that that tumor may return. Because by removing the tumor, they've merely treated the symptom.
And he said, the biggest thing that helped me is when I was diagnosed, that I never was in fear. I knew nothing was going to get in the way of me conquering and being victorious over this cancer.
Well, that's big.
And that's the attitude we all have to have. Not if we were diagnosed with cancer, with each and every day, we're going to be champion today. We're going to be victorious today. We're going to be conquering today, because guess what? All of us are fighting some kind of fight every day, correct? Mm-hmm. Some kind of fight. You think that, oh, you know, people all dressed up and look great and perfumed and cologned and pretty. But guess what? Everyone has a battlefield in their mind. They have something critical going on. That's why Plato says, be kind to everyone, for everyone is fighting their own battle.
Disease is a complex thing, especially cancer. Somebody will say, well, do you think heavy metals cause cancer? Yes. Do you think emotions cause cancer? Yes. Do you think spiritual issues cause cancer? Yes. It's a multifactorial disease. It's very broad. So yes, I think there are spiritual issues, especially unforgiveness. I think there's emotional issues, fear and anger. I think there are things that the doctors do. Doctors, it's probably best to stay away from doctors for a lot of reasons. They give us vaccines with viruses and mercury and all kinds of things in it that cause disease. They give us estrogens that cause cancer, breast cancer, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, prostate cancer. They give us antibiotics that kill off our mitochondria, our little power plants in our cells. They give us x-rays and CTs, which causes cancer. So it's pretty dangerous